I thought I had pickled beets. I have regular sliced beets. These are not pickled, but I was going to show you how to make pickled hard-boiled eggs. But since I have regular beets, I'm just going to dye the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs, I guess. And I'll show you how real quick. It's very easy. You can use pickled beets in a can or a jar, and then you just use the water. So it's very simple. I'll show you. And I've already filmed how to do it. So I kept saying pickled hard-boiled eggs or pickled eggs. Pardon me. They're just dyed, basically. Sometimes my old brain just doesn't kick in until, later. So my apologies. It's not really pickled eggs, but if you wanted to make pickled eggs, you just use pickled beet water, and it's delicious. We'll see how this works out. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Today I'm going to show you how I make pickled eggs. I hard-boiled some eggs yesterday and just let them cool at room temperature. Then I stuck them in the fridge overnight because I didn't want to mess with it. I opened a can of beets, and so I put the rest that I didn't eat into this container. So I have all kinds of wonderful beet juice, liquid, whatever, beet water. And I will use that to pickle the eggs. And I'll just peel these right now. Okay, so I peeled the eggs and I rinsed them off to get any of the little shell pieces or anything off of there. So I'm going to drain the beet juice, most of it, into this bowl. And I'll just leave a little bit in there so the beets don't dry out. And now I'm going to put the eggs right in that beet water, beet juice, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's, it's around Easter when I'm filming this, so this could be my egg dyeing too. There you go. Yeah. And I had some chunks where the egg, stuck to the shell. That's okay. I do not care. So I'm going to put this back in the fridge. I'm going to cover it. And it doesn't have to be in there for any certain length of time. I've done it at various, like for a couple hours, for a couple days, whatever. And the longer you leave it, the darker red the eggs get. And the little parts, they're kind of floating. So I do stir them because whatever part is not under the beet water are going to be lighter, like this part here showing on top. So when I'm doing this, I just uncover it in the fridge and kind of stir them around. And it doesn't matter. It's just for appearance sake, and who cares? I'm just going to eat them. So I'll show you when they're done. I'll cut one open and show you how beautiful they are. Here it is, covered, ready to go in the fridge. Here's my lunch today. I let the eggs sit in the beet juice for probably 3 hours, and this is what they look like. So they're beautiful. And then these are my cucumbers that I put in with the pickle juice because it just takes a little of that hard, raw taste out, and it's much easier for me, I think, to digest. Then I have some cheese and crackers and apple, half an apple. I took my hard-boiled egg bowl out of the fridge. These have been soaking for probably about 5 hours in the beet juice. And I'll just pull one out, put it on this little platter, and I'll cut it in half to show you how beautiful it is. I already showed you in that plate of my lunch that I ate, but I'll just show you how you do it. It's so simple. You use a knife and you cut it, and the yolk has stuck to my knife, but that's okay. It's all right. But isn't that beautiful? I think it is. So there you go. It's just that simple. Just hard boil some eggs, peel them, drain some of the beet juice into a bowl, put the eggs in there, let them sit for as long as you want, cut them in half, and enjoy. Or you could just bite into them, whatever you want to do. So you saw how simple making these dyed hard-boiled eggs was. It's simple, and really I meant to use pickled beets from a can or jar. I used regular ones, so they are not pickled eggs, but that does give it a nice tang. I've eaten one of these though, and they're delicious, and it's pretty. It's kind of like disguises that it's an egg for me. So let me know if you ever do this, if you ever use, you know, the water from beets or something to dye another food. Or I've used pickle juice and put cucumbers in it. That's simple. And it just gives the cucumbers a nice little flavor that is not so raw to me. And, you know, it depends on if you like that pickled kind of sweet sour taste. I do. So let me know, and if you have any other ideas of foods that you dye or pickle, and let us know what you start with, what the juice is, the pickling juice, and what foods you dye or pickle. I'd love to hear about that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.